We are. Oh my. This. Okay.
Yeah,
everyone
apology
in the truck.
accepted.
Now, get a shot of that front row. Oh my. Oh my.
Mr. Electricity is here with 1.21 gigawatts of energy flowing through his veins, getting ready for the biggest match of his career.
It's gotta be. It has to be.
It is.
Last time, Jonny DeLuca came up just a little bit short, but listen.
Let's
I'm
take
gonna
a
stop
sec.
talking. Let's just listen to these fans.
This is why you have to be here live. I got goosebumps, brother.
Hey, I would say this part was so rudely interrupted that Josh Alexander set a whole new bar looking at independent wrestling in Ontario. But some say Jonny DeLuca is ready to go beyond that.
Here's one thing I will say. Jonny DeLuca has been touted by many people here in Ontario as the future. They say he is the future of professional wrestling. I was asking Josh, and I said, what do you think of that? He said, I wouldn't say Jonny is the future. I would say Jonny can be the future. It's up to him to decide where he goes. A win here tonight could establish Jonny D, not as the future, but as the present of professional wrestling here in Canada.
I wrestled a very young Jonny DeLuca when it was Vitamin D Jonny DeLuca in the maroon and gray outfit. And it's very cliche to say it, but
Whoa, listen
I'll
to
take
this.
a step back here. Take it in, Jonny DeLuca.
Take it
He
in, fans at
gets-
home watching on Cable 14. Take it in.
Every time Jonny DeLuca wrestles in Hamilton, he has the full support of the crowd. This will be an amazing match tonight.
And frankly, I thought we were going to be looking at the very least, a divided crowd. Josh Alexander, first time in nearly 5 years.
Let's
is in
hold out.
Hamilton.
I think it is a divided crowd.
Oh, there it is. Oh no, they're
jeez.
saying Josh can't wrestle.
Jeez.
The last time they wrestled,
is
they
brutal.
were at
Oh.
Brock University, where Jonny DeLuca studies to this day. It made sense that the fans would be on his side, but now we're in Hamilton.
What do you have to do
Now-
to graduate Brock? Right with your left hand?
I'm left-handed.
What's wrong with left-handed people?
Right.
My point exactly.
What does that mean, Jeff? What does that mean?
I have no clue. We'll just ignore Bill.
No, we will not, because I will say this. Do you guys think that this might throw Josh off his psyche? I mean, he's one of
No.
the most cerebral wrestlers I
no.
know.
It didn't throw him off
He
last
thought
time.
this was going to be his yard.
He
No.
did, but in St. Catharines at Brock's University, Josh was very much getting booed out of the building, for lack of a better term. He still came out with the win. C4 Spike connected. Josh Alexander went home with the winner's share of the purse. Here tonight, Josh is not concerned with the crowd. Josh is not concerned with what people think. Sure, a lot of the time they support him. They're behind him, but Josh does this not for the people. He does this for himself and, more importantly, his family.
Well, that is fair. And, you know, he indeed the longest reigning TNA champion of all time.
And let's talk about the TNA title history. AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, the Icon, Sting. The list goes on and on and on, and not a single one of them has held that title longer than Josh Alexander.
Those guys Hall of Famers you're listening off there, Kevin.
Very much so. Jonny now standing alone in the ring. Josh being forced to the outside, but he's still calm. He's still cool. He's reassessing, and he's just figuring out what he needs to do to get back in control.
He's the walking weapon. You could call him the king of cool. Josh Alexander, everything he does, every mannerism, every bead of sweat that comes out of his head, it's supposed to be like that with Josh Alexander. He's too good, he's too experienced to let this crowd, to let anything Jonny DeLuca does to get him anxious, get him worried about what's happening in the ring. He's too good, too experienced.
Lock up once again. Josh driving that knee into the stomach of DeLuca and clubbing the back of his neck with that forearm.
Josh Alexander, all business in that ring. And you're right. Maybe I thought this might throw off his psyche because usually he knows what to expect when he's walking out to any given crowd. But I don't know if he's expecting this, but he looks purely focused as always. Better than ever, in my opinion.
Well, Josh is arguably one of the most impressive athletes of the last 20 years, a Triple Crown champion for TNA Wrestling. He's been a torchbearer for that company ever since he started there many years ago. Now here he is at top tier. One of Jonny DeLuca's most important matches right here in both of these competitors' hometown.
Oh my
Jonny
gosh.
almost landing on his feet. Big drop kick, knocking down the walking weapon, hooks the outside leg, and a kick out at 2.
And I got that. I'll ask you this, Jeff. You've been around quite a while. If Jonny wins this match tonight, is a whole new bar been set?
Yes. Yes. Jonny DeLuca, the intensity he's showing right now, he's not just fighting for the W, man. It's much, much more than that. It's pride, it's ego, it is everything, Bill, everything.
The last time these two wrestled at Brock University, it was Mr. Electricity, Jonny DeLuca, but it was a very early version of that. He hadn't established himself the way he has now. Ever since then, he has become a tag team champion, a trios champion, a heavyweight champion in multiple promotions. He has established himself as one of the main attractions here in Ontario. And if he can defeat Josh here in both of these competitors' hometowns, that's going to do a lot for Jonny D, because when you're in the ring with Josh Alexander,
look at Jonny
that.
DeLuca firing up. Sorry to cut you off.
It's all good.
DeLuca's firing up, showing some intensity.
I'm shocked. He's trying to beat Josh in his own game there.
Josh has some of the most brutal chops in professional wrestling today.
Josh now, right on the knee.
Josh is not the largest wrestler you'll see out there. His strength is deceiving. He's must got that tendon strength that you hear about. Josh, he is next level, a next level wrestler.
It's not only his strength. He's called the Iron Man for a reason. We've seen him have these 60-minute matches against people like Speedball Mike Bailey, these epic contests where Josh is barely sweating.
Oh my goodness, I know. And Jeff, you can attest this, unlike Kevin and I, you can attest to Josh's strength personally.
Personally, I can. He has lifted my hefty butt up for that double underhook pile driver that he gives. His strength is uncanny. His conditioning is out of this world. He's just, when I first met Josh Alexander, that man does not exist anymore.
I agree.
That man is dead and buried, and stands in front of us is a machine.
Very much so. But just to follow up on what you were just saying, as someone who has, for lack of a better term, come in second against Josh Alexander, what advice would you have for Jonny DeLuca to pick up the win here tonight?
Johnny's got to keep fighting. He cannot give up. He cannot take a breath. He cannot let Josh's intensity get the best of him. Jonny DeLuca is in the fight of his professional life right now. And what he has to do, something like that right there. He has to take everything Josh can give him and just find something inside of him that will make him better tonight.
Oh, and Jonny now trying to go for a powerbomb. Josh fights out of it, brings Jonny back up. What a suplex.
So I'm going to comment on that suplex right there. Josh picked him up. Could have been just your normal, average suplex that a lot of wrestlers know. Josh left his feet to drive Jonny into the mat harder.
Just puts a little bit of extra mustard on that one there.
It's more intense. It's makes the collision between Jonny DeLuca and the mat that much more painful.
Indeed, you're right about that, Jeff. I got to say that Josh Alexander, you mentioned how he's not the man that you first met many years ago, and I remember watching him as a fan in those days. But I think the same could be said for Jonny DeLuca.
I was saying that earlier. DeLuca used to be, lack of a better term, the chubby kid in the maroon and gray gear.
And I called his debut match.
And very timid, not a lot of confidence in the ring. And like I said about Josh, you could say about Jonny DeLuca, that first version of Jonny DeLuca is dead. It's buried and stands a man.
Mr. Electricity personified in that ring, looking to find that little extra charge he needs to defeat a two-time heavyweight champion of the world. Johnny D gets the boot up on that second rope. Big Hurricane Rana taking down the walking weapon. Johnny D is feeling it.
It's moves like that. Jonny DeLuca, hey, you got to take in what the crowd's giving you. He's got to capitalize right now. He's got to get to his feet. He's got to keep moving. Come on, Johnny.
Both men down on the mat. The amount of punishment they have dished out on each other. Jonny DeLuca going toe-to-toe, shot for shot with the best wrestler in the world today. Turning it around, stiff elbow right to the jaw. Alexander shifts it. DeLuca knocks him down once again. And a sling blade from Mr. Electricity.
Guys, you think of the time where
Get on him, Johnny.
you think of the time where Shawn Michaels beat Bret Hart. It changed. It was a game changer. This is what this match is all about for Jonny DeLuca.
Very much
That
so. Looking to
stiff
correct the
shot.
wrongs of the last time these two met. Looking to make them even 1-1. Johnny D with that drop kick and right to his feet. That
Right
was
there.
a thing of beauty.
Jonny DeLuca saw a chance to make an offensive maneuver. And he did. He hit the drop kick from the second rope.
And a wise man once said, in this building right now, you can cut the electricity with a literal knife.
Johnny D going for the double dose. DeLuca eats a German suplex.
High on the shoulders, high on the neck.
Not since Kurt Angle have I seen such a beautiful German suplex connect. Up goes Alexander,
That's a
hooks
double
the arms.
underhook.
If he hit that C4, it would have been over.
Oh.
DeLuca now takes him up.
Oh!
And that's something he learned from Tarek. Goes for the cover and a kick out.
Oh my goodness, guys, I am sweating right now.
Johnny D and everyone in attendance thought he had it there, but Josh finding just enough strength to kick out.
I mean, Kevin, you and I tried to talk to Johnny earlier. He had nothing to say. That's the first time I've ever seen him not address an upcoming match. That's how focused he was tonight.
I mean, Johnny is a man that I would call a friend. We have a very good relationship. Him and I have gone for food after events together. But yeah, you're right. I went to him and I said, Johnny, what's your mindset? And he just looked at me and walked away. That is how serious Jonny DeLuca is taking this match. No questions, no comments, just focus.
I mean, I did text him a week ago and I said, how you feeling right now preparing for this? All he said to me was, more important than any title I've gone for.
Very much so.
Bill hit the nail on the head. Sometimes a title does not need to be on the line to make something the most important moment of your life.
Can't disagree with that. Let's talk about WrestleMania 13, Bret Hart versus Steve Austin, one of the biggest matches of all time. No title on the line. This, in a lot of ways, is similar to that, where it's two men fighting to show the world they are the best at what they do. And that's more important than what any championship could be.
And again, you mentioned, Kevin, that match, another game changer in professional wrestling.
Very much so. Johnny D now going for something here, but he eats a boot. Care of the walking weapon. Ripcord misses the elbow, misses the enziguri.
Oh!
These two men just know each other so well. Finley roll connects. Second rope goes Josh Alexander.
Here we go!
And that diving knee right to the back of the neck, hooks the leg, and a kick out from Johnny, but
The ankle lock.
Josh immediately slaps on that ankle lock. Johnny turns it over, and Josh kicks out.
What is going on here? Oh, here it
And
comes!
the double dose connects.
Cover him!
Johnny's gonna do it. Johnny's gonna do it.
Oh,
no!
Josh Alexander, the smartest professional wrestler in top tier. He knew where he was in the ring.
He literally just proved it right there. Oh my goodness.
He knew where he was in the ring. He knew Harry D would see it.
Again, Harry D's the kind of guy you want officiating this type of contest.
And this crowd is saying, Josh, you suck. Josh, you smart. Josh, you smart.
SMRT, very much so.
The Brock Bozos are entitled to their opinion, but, you know, they are definitely wrong about that.
Oh, now, Josh Alexander, does he have enough in the tank after that double dose? Will Johnny be able to capitalize? Possibly going for that Blue Thunder bomb, but Josh
Ankle
turns
lock.
it around. Ankle lock.
Oh, he's
is
got it cinched in.
fully in right now. And Johnny might have to make a choice here. Oh, shifts it around. Fights off Josh, but Josh not letting go. Shots to the chest.
Jeff, again, those smarts you mentioned, but it didn't pay off there.
Now being forced away. Johnny now gets the boot up.
Telegraph
and
the boot.
Josh focusing in. I think he's found his target.
Oh, no.
He found it.
I think
Now it is locked in once again.
Stick.
Johnny D might have to choose between living to fight another day.
Ain't nothing wrong with tapping out, Johnny.
Not with the fight he's put up, absolutely.
You're tapping out to the best wrestler today.
Oh, just driving that foot into the back of Johnny D.
The resourcefulness of
It's
Josh
not-
Alexander is
That stomp,
spectacular.
not necessarily the most damaging, but more demoralizing. Knowing
much.
he has full control over you to do what he wants.
And Josh doesn't show a lot of emotion. Got a bit of a sadistic look on his face.
Oh.
But Johnny getting out of it, sending Alexander to the outside.
Johnny, you got to watch your knee, man.
Yeah, you got to think, has the
Gotta watch
damage
your
been
knee.
done? He looks like he's stumbling there.
Got to worry about his career.
Got to watch your knee,
He's still
Johnny.
young.
Not only that, you got to
Ooh.
think about just when it comes. Oh, sling
Oh.
blade on
No.
the apron.
He hurt his knee.
Take the risk at the reward. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon about the reward.
But the more he does
He's
that,
down.
if
Johnny's down.
If Johnny has an injured knee, foot, leg, whatever it could be, that's going to take the double dose out of his arsenal. He won't be able to hit his patented finishing move. And
Johnny-
that's going to do a lot to hurt him in the long run.
And Harry did give us some leniency here, guys, but he's got to lay on the count.
Johnny, watch your knee. This may not be the wisest thing going up top. It's looking like he's looking at it.
Well, Johnny had a tough choice there. Do I capitalize or do I rest my knee? What do I do?
And we're seeing it there. Every step he takes to that top turnbuckle, he winces just that little bit.
Oh, no.
And Josh up to his feet.
Oh, I've seen this all too many times,
Grabs a
gentlemen.
hold of DeLuca and a
Oh.
superplex. But he keeps a hold of him.
We know what's coming
Double
next.
underhook.
Hooks the arms, takes him up, and the save.
Oh, my God.
It's got to be it.
1, 2, 3.
Josh
Oh.
Alexander wins again.
Wow.
Josh Alexander had DeLuca's number. Did I think DeLuca was going to win a couple times? Maybe. But Josh Alexander never wavered.
Second time these two have been in the ring together, and the result was the same once again. Josh
look at that.
Alexander.
Demanding the ref raise his hand in victory.
Yes, and all you Brock Bozos can bow down.
Take a look. DeLuca still in the ring. Defeated.
Jonny DeLuca taking on former TNA World Champion Alex Shelley.
That's huge. That is huge, gentlemen.
Jonathan Gresham.
Just when one door closes, another one opens.
Every event we have had here at Top Tier Wrestling has been bigger than the one that came before it, and March break will be no different. What a night we've had here to kick off the year, and frankly, there's no one I'd rather be ringside with than you, Jeff Black.
And well, gentlemen,
How do you
I will
like that,
say,
Bill?
hey, I will say the pleasure was all yours.
It was.
Well, we want to thank you all for joining us here for this milestone event here at Top Tier Wrestling. Thank you for joining us, whether you're here in person, whether you're watching on Cable 14, but we want to see you right here in March. Johnny D, one-on-one with Alex Shelley.
I said it before, I'll say it again. You gotta be here live.
Absolutely.
Don't waste time. This show was sold out.